If I asked you, why should I value you? What would you tell me? Right? In just 1 to 2 simple statements, right? Just in 1 or 2 sentences. Persuade me. Why should I value you as a person? Now, this is a pretty offensive question to some people, right? If somebody was just come up to you, you know, and just say, why should I value you, right? You'd be like, dude, you don't have to value me, right? You go piss off. Why would, you know, it's offensive, right? But there's great value in this question. And for most people, this question is a struggle. Because it's not a question we're asked, right? It's rude, right? Because we feel by default that we should be valued simply because we're human beings, right? Like just being a living, breathing human being intrinsically just has value, magically, right? Now, for a person like me, I believe that all sentient life on this earth has value and should be respected, right? Of course, that's wonderful. But we live in a human society largely dictated by capitalism, largely dictated by the needs of the ego, right? And what something or someone can do for you. And this is how we determine value in our society. Right? If I'm going to have you in my life, how does your presence benefit me? We place value on that. Now, as far as identity goes, as far as self-identity, having a strong sense of self-identity, having an immovable, unwavering faith in yourself and belief in yourself, right? This is called a high level of self-esteem, right? We call this confidence. But in order to have self-esteem and to have confidence, you have to have a fundamental belief in yourself. That belief in yourself has to be strong. It's got to be strong enough to withstand challenge. And the stronger the challenge is, the more belief in yourself you have to have. Even when other people start to doubt you, right? You got to hold steadfast. So the question, why should I value you? It's an exercise in self-development. It's an exercise in introspection, in understanding your value, realizing that there should be a belief there, a strong belief, right? Because in order for you to pitch yourself or pitch anything else, in order for you to really sell it, you have to be convinced. It's very easy to sell something, it's very easy to pitch something when you already believe in it, right? You use the product, you can bear testimony. So really what you need to do is bear testimony to yourself. And once you do that, then you can answer that question very easily. So, for instance, for me, Remsen looks at himself in the mirror and asks that question. Why should anybody value you? And my response is, I have a thought process that brings me to conclusions that nobody really thinks about. And I can say things to you that will drastically change your life for the better. Just being around me and allowing me to make suggestions to you and provide you solutions. If you listen to these suggestions and solutions, it will drastically change your life. That's my pitch. I am life-altering in an unquantifiable way. I will give you vision. I will provoke you in the right direction. I am a coach that is very rare in my field. Right? These are my answers. And I say these things without doubt whatsoever. That if you listen to me and you do what I tell you to do, and you take it seriously, this will drastically alter your life for the better. Now, think about yourself. You may have a different answer, right? I can't tell you what your answer is. All I can do is give you the question. That's what I bring to the table, right? So for you, you have to find out what that is for yourself. Now, let me tell you, in the beginning, this takes a little thought, because you get the question and you're like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm a genuine person. I am a very loving and caring person, right? These are great characteristics that everybody thinks they have. But what does that translate into? You're a genuine person and, right? You're a loving person and. How does that manifest itself? What are your skills? What are the abilities that you have? How do you manifest these things? How do these things manifest from you in a way that makes you valuable to those in your space, to the world around you? And you got to really think about it as a sales pitch, right? Make it convincing, because the more convincing it is, that means the more convincing it is to you. And if it's a very convincing pitch, you're more than likely to really believe in it. And if you believe in your value, you believe in yourself. That's what this translates into. And when you do this, and you make this a habit, you reaffirm your value. You reaffirm that belief. You know how strong this makes you? And you can take that out into the world. And the world is yours, and you can have whatever you want. You can be in your lane, and you can completely dominate in this world, because you've done the work up here.